Voters, good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to the aftermath of the championship edition of the report. We have no music. No intro, none of that. No intro, no outro, none of that. Misfit, I need your face. Misfit, possible face. Bob, there you go. Yes.
No
Ain't
face.
no music.
No face
What are
right
you
now.
doing this evening?
Good evening.
Yes. Misfit. Is it a possibility I can see your face?
Not right now. Give me a second.
Okay. Understand. All right. I am here in my car, currently out and about, but I couldn't help without doing this report tonight. This report was important for us to be on. Do y'all agree, gentlemen and ladies?
Yeah.
Okay. So I anticipate that we have a lot to say. So let's get right to it. Let's start with the first game. Oh, I'm sorry if the captions are not right. If the captions are not right, I will fix it. Don't worry, I will fix all of that. But let's get right to it, gentlemen. Y'all know what happened the first game. Let's just say Washington did not learn their lesson. Do I need to? Am I saying that right? I'm not hearing no responses from people. I will cut off this show if I am not like, hello. Somebody talk to me. Speak.
I'll go ahead and kick it off.
Somebody speak. Somebody start.
I,
Y'all know what the first game is. Run it.
Okay, fine. Let's just put it this way. Washington got punched in the mouth.
You being too nice.
No, scratch that. They didn't get punched in the mouth. They got meat grinder. They got meat grinder. Put a 50 burger on you. You let Saquon and Jalen Hurts do whatever they want. And then to add insult to injury, Will Shipley scored. That's insult to injury. I knew look, Washington run defense. Well, we knew it wasn't all that good, but at least put some fight into it. But this what also happens on offense, where you miss your All-Pro guard Sam Cosmi. He plays a big factor on open up the holes for the running game, protect the pass, give communications, and I think that hurt the offensive line, unfortunately. But Jaden Daniels will be all right. He'll be all right for the next 9 to 10 years. No problem. But I'm going to feed it to somebody else because I want somebody to say something about the Giants and their stupidity and their decision. And look where Saquon's at now.
Oh, is that my cue?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody. New York Giants fans. New York Giants GM, specifically. Sir, your son, you asked your son, who should we take? They told you should not trade Saquon. What did you do? You should
did it
have
anyway.
paid Saquon. You should have paid him. He didn't run just one of them things. Nah, couldn't do that. He ran 3 of them things, didn't he?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what?
Left testicle, right testicle, all the whole entire nutsack on the commando defense. And
Right.
Jalen Hurts did it too.
And then let's just do it one and add insult to injury. The Super Bowl happens to fall on his birthday. Saquon is going for blood. Do y'all hear me?
I'm not. I don't have anything to say. Rob, speak.
Eagles move on. Washington will be fine. Don't care for the Giants. They're irrelevant for the rest of the time. No point of having this conversation about the Giants. We already know they should have paid
Yes,
Saquon.
we do. Yes, we do. No. I do not want this show to be y'all being nice. They got some. No. Don't sorry me, Rob. Get on the
You
Giants'
asked me to
ass.
speak.
No, I do not want you to be nice to the
speaking.
Giants organization. I do not want you to be nice to the Giants organization, Rob. I want you to repeat yourself. Do not be nice to them fuckers.
I'm going to repeat myself because it's my take and my take only. You can do your take when it's your time. Right now, it is my time, and I need the silence on the floor. Thank you very much. Now, as I was saying, before I put the gavel on, there's no point of talking about the Giants organization because they have been irrelevant for the last 10 years, ever since they let go of Eli and let go of this. There's no point of bringing them up. So, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, it does not matter about the Giants. The Giants do not matter about this because guess what? Them and the Cowboys are not irrelevant in this conversation. This is about the Eagles and Washington. So let's stick to that. Should have paid Saquon. We did this over the summer. We're not going to keep doing it. They've done it over. The point is, Saquon won. He's won all year, and he needs to finish the job. As they say, the job ain't done. Let's move on.
I respect your take, my brother. But let me get on the Giants' ass. You bloody Giants. How y'all feel when y'all got rid of a running back who is on pace to have the most rushing yards in NFL history in a single year, including playoffs? Y'all let that go. And now that guy is responsible for one organization to possibly have their second Super Bowl in their franchise career. They're being in their third Super Bowl in 2 years. I know Rob was saying forget about y'all Giants, but y'all Giants front office should be fired. I don't even know why the hell y'all even kept y'all job. How? Y'all should be fired. But no hair or there. Jaden Daniels gonna be fine. Them boys are the least out of the four that was left should have the least to worry about.
Thank you, man. You too.
Jaden Daniels gonna be fine. They got the third most cap space. Jaden Daniels a rookie. He's only getting paid $8 million against the cap next year. So you know what that means, Washington? Get that boy some help. Priority one. Get that man some help. Which I know y'all gonna do. Because y'all ain't Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder don't give a hell about y'all. But y'all got Magic Johnson and them taking care of y'all. So y'all gonna be fine. Now, Jalen Hurts. Let me get to you. Because people been disrespecting you. Maybe not us, but people been disrespecting you. Talking about Jalen Hurts is not a good quarterback. Rob, I don't know if you want to agree with me with this, but I said this morning. Jalen Hurts is a top 7 quarterback.
He was top 7 before that. They just thought because the running game has been like this. They think the pass game is like this, and they did the same thing with Nick Sirianni. Now they're praising him. I tell them just like I tell the rest of these analysts, shut up.
But the difference is with Nick Sirianni is this. Now, you know how these Philly fans really are, right? They're not gonna they're not gonna forgive you for what you did early this season. So
What? In other words, you know what? It just came to me. This just came to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all realize something? Nick Sirianni and Ryan Day might be alike.
There you go. The difference is one couldn't beat Michigan 4 straight years. The other one disrespect the fans of the city of Philadelphia. And once you disrespect the fans of the city of Philadelphia, in order for you to pay your debt in full, win the Lombardi Trophy. Because the NFC Championship, Division Round Championship, anything that at subpar is obsolete. Plain and simple. So Nick Sirianni, in 2 weeks, you have a chance to pay the fans' debt in full. Just win the Lombardi Trophy, and your debt will be paid in full.
No, you know that's not going to happen. So I don't even know why you even put that in the air.
All right, so let me just say
Hey. Steph, go ahead.
We going from Nick Sirianni having fired Nick Chance to where he's at now.
Exactly.
So I don't want to hear that foolishness.
Thank you.
Ian. Next comment, please.
Thank you.
Next.
It's no point because the one thing that Eagles fans know, no matter how much you get mad at him, you're not going to find another coach that can do this better than he can.
No.
So if I were Philly fans, I would appreciate what you got because, like Janet Jackson says, you don't know what you got until it's gone. Mm-hmm. And if I were you, I would not want to try that luck. Leave him alone.
This coach's market ain't looking good.
No.
Nah. I don't see the coach's market don't look good for the next 4 to 5 years.
Exactly. So appreciate what you have.
The cupboard is bare.
Can I make a quick comment?
Sure.
The coach's market now is evolving into this new era of football.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know per se if I like it. I know it's inevitable. I know it's inevitable and we're going to have to deal with it. But you in a way, we kind of desperately still have that hunger and that yearning for that old school coaching. Like Andy Reid still gives us that old school coaching,
Mm-hmm.
And I know that Pete gonna give us that old school coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Bill is gonna bring that old school coaching back to college, but I'm and that's off topic, but I'm cautiously optimistic to see how long he's gonna stay over there in college football because of how college football has changed. But I am saying all of this to say, bring old coaching back because that's what these players need is that level of intensity, that level of nurturing, even though people are saying you don't need to nurture no grown men. It's that level of nurturing and grooming these grown men to be better players. And it definitely takes the right coach. It takes the Mike Tomlins who are gritty and super disciplined. It takes the John Harbaughs who are super disciplined. I like that old realm of coaching, but and it's when coaching had, for a lack of better words, had some balls to it. This new age coaching, it's for a lack of better words, pussyfied, and I don't like it.
So I agree.
Yeah. So basically, I'm sorry, Alan, go ahead.
No, go. No, you go ahead.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is guys like Bill Belichick, Andy Reid, I can throw in a little bit of Pete Carroll to a certain degree. They basically are the last of the outlaws.
Last of the dying breed.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Um,
because the trend like that, what you saying, started with Sean McVay.
I agree. I want to leave. I want to think after coaching because I have a section for that coming up. But
Right, okay.
I give props to Philly. Philly dominated in every fashion. They got nothing but a bunch of peanut Tillman over there on the defensive side of the football. Um, it seems like every time, every team that comes and face the Eagles make them turn the ball over. And my rule, and it up till after that game, whoever turns over the football, the ass is grass. Washington, not by Jaden Daniels' fault, had had turnovers all over the place. Um, Everybody was saying Jalen Hurts couldn't throw. Jalen Hurts ain't efficient. I said it yesterday. All Jalen Hurts had to do was throw for 250 yards, give me 2 touchdowns, and have Saquon have over 100 yards. He surpassed that. He gave me 238 yards. He gave me 20 or 28. He gave me a passing touchdown, and he smelt the house twice. Or should I say, thrice. I think that's a very productive day. I asked what I asked from you, Jalen, and you gave me exactly what you asked for, and then some. Now, in 2 weeks, when you gotta go face against this next game that we're about to talk about, oh my Jesus!
What happened?
One time, face him, loss. Second time, face him, close win, close loss, 13 seconds. Next time, you had home field advantage, Josh Allen. Went up in your house, put his feet on the couch, and wrecked your house. Now, yesterday, last night, you didn't turn over the football.
Mm.
Kansas City turned over the football. So in technicality, Kansas City should be home. But here's the problem. 4th and 1, they say you had a first down. Another giant judge say you didn't have a first down. Review, they say you were shot. Everybody will say you had it, you didn't have it. Don't matter up to this point now. But one thing I will say about you, Josh Allen, you had the ball down 2 minutes with 3 timeouts. Now, I'll ask the rest of my panel, if you had that scenario working for you, you would take that, right?
Yeah, but this is the difference between good and great. You can be good, but I need you to be great. And when you're playing great, you got to be greater. And he wasn't. As I told you before, everybody bows down to 15 except for one. One does not bow down to him because he has beaten him twice. So until that day comes, this is 15's world, and we're all just living in it. Somebody want to take his crown? right ahead. But until that day comes, this is Mahomes' world. It will stay Mahomes' world. Big players make big time plays, like I knew he would. I knew for some odd reason. Time Josh Allen sees 15. Just like Shannon Sharp says, it's something when a man just owns you and he fears
Yep.
you. Josh Allen fears Mahomes. It doesn't matter if they're in Buffalo. It doesn't matter if they're in Kansas City. It doesn't matter if they're on a golf course. It doesn't matter where they're at. If Josh Allen sees Patrick Mahomes, excuse my French, he turns into a bitch. It just happens. We've had 4 episodes of Mahomes and Allen, and they all ended the exact same way. Whether it's multiple turnovers, little turnovers, and in this case, no turnovers. You just can't win. Just like the Wiz. You can't win, you can't break even, and you can't get out of the game. So, sorry to break everybody's hearts. And I hate to say that I told you so, but this is what happens when you want to believe in a non-believer. I.e., 2 people on this panel that believed enough in that man called Josh Allen. I don't know why. You broke the cardinal rule and you paid the price. You can look up in the sky all you want, and all the one can shake their head. But you even acknowledge this rule. Do not bet against 12 and 15.
Well,
and
that's
you
okay.
did it anyway.
That's
You saw
okay.
what happened the last time that happened.
I'm letting you know right now. I'm letting you know right now. I'm gonna let you know right now before I let Ashley go. I'm letting you know right now. I'm not picking him to win the Super Bowl. I'm just letting you know right now. I'm going to break the rule, and I'm going to break the rule for one reason. But I'll discuss that later on. I just letting you know I'm not picking him to win the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Ashley,
So,
go ahead.
Hey, Jake,
hold on. Here's my. Hold on,
One more
babe.
thing.
Hold on. Go ahead.
One more thing. J. Cole said it best. Me one time, shame on you. Or me twice, can't put the blame on you.
Well, I'll
Want to
just
go
take
for
the
3?
three. I'll just take the 3. So
peace
that's
sign.
okay. Ash.
And this is why I didn't want to come on camera, because I am fighting for my life.
God bless your heart, boo.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
You saw me fight for my life last month.
No, I'm just tired. Y'all got to realize I'm tired. I'm doing some unconventional type of work. She is tired. So, but the only reason that Ashley picked 15 outside of I know 15 will do 15 type things. You cannot leave the game in the referee's hands. 15
Thank
will always
you.
win.
Yep.
15 will always win. Buffalo got annihilated in penalties.
Mm-hmm.
And they were nitpicking penalties. You know that you're playing playoff caliber football, and normally speaking, let's just be for the people who don't know, they let them play. They let them play a little harder, but they do get nitpicky on the small stuff. So if you know they're nitpicky on the small stuff, the extra tug on the jersey isn't going to fly. The extra this is not, the extra step ain't going to fly. Make sure you drag that toe. Show a little turf. Because if you don't, it ain't going to fly. Make your plays as visible as possible. Because if you don't, it ain't going to fly. If you going to hold somebody, you better figure out a way to hold them without them seeing it. Because it ain't going to fly. I can guarantee you, and I'm speaking early, intern, Philly's going to have over 100 yards in penalties for the Super Bowl. and it's going to be and that's going to
If
be
that
their
happens, that'll be a very big problem. But it's yet to see.
right, and that's going to be their, and I think that's going to be the problem. These refs are doing a lot, and as we all know, this conversation and this is the only time that I would allow Can't Get Right to say his word, because it's very valid in this particular situation. The refs are very politically friendly to Patrick Mahomes and always have been since he won his first championship. After the first one, when he went back for the second one, they've been super friendly to him. And it's
not against Tom.
Huh?
Not against Tom.
Because that's Tom.
Not against Tom.
But that's Tom. Apples to oranges.
Tom was like this day.
At that time, yes. At that time, yes.
Mm-hmm. Tom was like, yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yes, I say all of this to say, politically, this is going to be the Chiefs' three-peat. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are going to get engaged at the game. And that is the narrative and the story that is going to be pushed on, what is this, February 7th? Whenever this game is, February, whatever it is. That's going to be the narrative.
February 9th.
February 9th. That is going to be the narrative being pushed. So, Chiefs Kingdom, get your happy feet ready. Kansas City is already decorating because they already know what's going to happen. Even if the Kansas City is behind, if the Kansas City falls behind in this game, I guarantee you watch it. There will be so many calls that are going to throw this game to make it close enough for them to catch up. It never fails.
Okay, I have a question. So last year's Super Bowl, I just looked at it while I was here. They both had the same amount of penalties and they had the same amount of yards. But yet the Chiefs won in overtime. That wasn't the refs. That's just a team that's just better than them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We can't just keep blaming the refs for their mistakes. At some point, a team just has to be smarter than the other by not doing dumb things at the absolute wrong time.
I'm not taking that. They're a very smart team, and that's the thing. Andy Reid is an offensive genius.
I'm not even just talking about the offense. I'm talking about the opposition of the defense. If you know you're going into Arrowhead, there's just certain things that you just cannot do. 1, turnovers. 2, penalties. Stupid penalties that can be avoided at all costs. You know they're going to get into your head. You know they're going to talk best to you. Guess what you got to do? Belong. Let the play go. Keep it moving. And Oliver and Phillips. They are the prime examples of letting it go. But did they do that last night? No. What did they do? You're getting into Travis Kelce's face. You're getting into Patrick Mahomes' face. And you guess what they're going to do every time? They're going to throw a flag every time you get it in those two faces.
Throw the flag.
Yes, can't do that.
15 yards.
Not at a pivotal moments of the game. And they did that numerous of times. And they shot themselves in the foot for it. So I get what you're saying, refs, but you got to be mentally smart just as much as you, because you know what you're getting into when you're playing the Chiefs. You know what you're doing. Every team that has had this issue with them has had mental letdowns at pivotal points of the game. Philly, for example, the holding call that everybody thought that was not a holding call, but when they saw it on the screen, guess what happened? Pulled the jersey and got caught for holding. If that holding call never happened, the field goal never existed, they will be in overtime at the moment and possibly might have beaten the Chiefs. But when you do one stupid thing at the absolute wrong time, you give the Chiefs the chance to win. And Buffalo has done this every time they played them. It didn't matter if they're in Arrowhead or they're at TLC. They do this every time to themselves. They literally beat themselves up. Look at last year when they played them. The stupid moment of the night was when Patrick Mahomes ran for that scramble. And what did we say? Don't do. Don't hit him out of bounds. What did the guy end up doing? Hit him out of bounds and got a touchdown. Game over.
And that happened last night too.
Bingo.
That happened last night too.
As much as people keep saying the refs, no, it's not the refs. This is them. This is Sean McDermott. This is the entire coaching staff needed to remind this group, keep a level head, because they were right there. At one point, they were up by 1. All they had to do was hold the lead and not make mental letdowns, and they did both of those, and it screwed them while they're home.
Let me put it this way.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I wanted to respond to what Rob said because I totally agree with Rob, but I had something to add to what Rob said, but I'll let you have your take. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Because, you also picked Buffalo with me too.
Yeah, I did. And let me explain it to you, and actually might be shocked about this. Josh Allen didn't fail Buffalo. The defense failed Buffalo. The defense failed Josh Allen because what Rob said, the penalties. Stupid penalties that cost you. Even though Kansas City has stupid penalties himself, 5 penalties compared to Buffalo's 6.
But there was 6 costly ones.
Yeah, 6 costly ones. And all of them, if I remember correctly, was on the defensive ball side.
Yes, it was. There was no holding.
And they were all pivotal parts of the game. All 6 of them.
Yeah, so this is why, and people like can't get right. Like all y'all was criticizing me about Josh Allen and his situation. And I try to tell can't get right, but can't get so hard headed because it's hard as a rock. You remind me sometimes of my 16-year-old daughter. That's the other topic. But here's the thing. I believe like this. I was worried about Josh Allen during the regular season. It was the postseason I was worried about. Remember, now you do have above record that you lost Mahomes 4 times. And keep in mind, you lost to the boogeyman and you lost to Deshaun Watson, which I want to get a hold of him later on today. The point is, but this time I can't blame Josh Allen for this one. I can't do it. The defense failed Josh Allen, plain and simple. They failed him. And I noticed about that defense, some of the positions where they're at is getting a little old. Except for...
a little bit old. They are.
But Matt Milano got like another year or 2 left in his prime. And Oliver is in his prime. So...
Evan Phillips.
Yeah, they're in the prime. They're a little bit in their prime. And I know Von Miller is old. He'll be 36 in March. So that's the thing. And I see how Kansas City take on young defense. They don't go toe to toe too good with young defense. Anybody who is at defense average age is around about 29 or 30 years old. Kansas City can take you out and take you apart. But defense is average around about 25, 26. Kansas City won't budge. Kansas City will have to work for it. And if I'm correctly, Rob, I need a little intake rice wing a little bit. When we took on Kansas City, I'm just outside the bubble. Our defense is young, correct? Denver.
You said when we took on Kansas City, what happened?
First time. And our defense is young, right? Okay, then. So that's a prime example. If you give Kansas City against a young defense, they're gonna struggle. So that's my intake.
Uh, I will. I will put it like this. I had to write. I had to put this down earlier today because it was something that was very interesting for me. Something for me to hear. I want y'all to hear this real quick. Winning is a habit. Courage is a courage is an action. Confidence is a practice. That's the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all get me?
Mm-hmm.
Winning is a habit. Courage is an action. Confidence is a practice. They have been doing this ever since Mahomes been on the helm. Here's another stat I got for y'all. And y'all gonna be shocked. But some people heard this, but for some people that didn't hear this, let me give y'all some numbers. Teams that scores 3 touchdowns and no turnovers is 140-19. The Bills is responsible for 3 of them losses. Teams that score 4 touchdowns. Teams that score 4 touchdowns and no turnovers. Right? They're 59-3. The Bills have 2. The Bills got 2 of 3 of those losses. Let that sink in. So you know what that means, Buffalo? The little bitty things. The last couple times y'all faced Kansas City, it was the little detail that cost your ass to not smell New Orleans this time. 4th down. Josh Allen, the ball was in your hands. You let it in the hands of the refs. You can't do that. 2 minutes on, even when y'all were down in the red zone. You had 1 field goal. You could have had 7. Down 3. 2 minutes. 3 timeouts. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes been dealing with worse scenarios than that. Remember, he beat you in 13 seconds. You had everything in front of you. Legacy game on the line. You got to find a way to win it, bro. You got to find a way. By look or by crook, find a damn way. Now you're going in the season after losing 4 times to the same dude. The only 2 people that has managed to defeat this dude is Joe Burrow and my quarterback. When you and Lamar go real, you, Lamar, and Joe to a little degree need to understand when you come at the king, don't fucking miss. You can't miss on anything. You can't leave no stone unturned. You gotta leave no doubt, like remember the Titans. Y'all leave, every time y'all step on the field against Mahomes, y'all leave doubt in all of us. Now Mahomes got a chance to do something that no one has ever done, not even my team has done. And it's y'all fault that y'all put him in this predicament. You know why? Because of the little details, the little shitty detail that y'all would think it might not be nothing to y'all. But every time y'all face the king do little details to beat you. Look at what Mahomes did on 3rd down to end the game. Look at the difference. Rob, look at the difference. Lone Wolf, look at the difference. When Josh Allen had 4th down with the ball in his hands, you know what happened? Steve Spagnuolo brought a corner blitz out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all was in empty formation. And y'all in your mind didn't even think about having no extra protection. When y'all know that Steve Spagnuolo is known for bringing blitz, you didn't prepare yourself to have protection in a predicament like that. He knew that he wasn't a threat. That's why he brought 0. Mahomes. When Mahomes had a chance to win the game, first of all, Andy Reid don't like playing empty anyway. He always like having a running back with him. You know why? Just like a Trojan condom protection. And you know, Mahomes, he was clean in the pocket. He didn't have no pressure on him. No pressure.
Really. You got
no pressure. No pressure as he went ahead and passed it to Samaj P. Ryan to seal the game.
Oh, you're talking about that part? Yeah.
I said compare the 2 last situations of both quarterbacks, Lone Wolf. One was under duress. The other one was calm, cool, collected. You can tell the difference. Who's great and who ain't. And we need to start putting Andy Reid in the conversation with Bill Belichick too. We need to do it. We need to do it. We gotta do it. We gotta be honest here.
I've been
He
putting
is
him in
in
this
there with
conversation. It's
Belichick.
easy for me.
If he win this, he definitely will be sitting in the seat of Belichick.
You already
He was sitting at the table with him. He will sit at the table with him. I ain't saying he'll be in the forefront of the table, but you'll sit at the table with him.
Yeah, you already sitting at the table. Actually, he's already sitting at the table with him as of now.
I'll agree to say he's been. To be honest with you, I believe he's been sitting at the table for the last 2 years anyway. Yeah. Because when you look at all the landscapes of the coaches, everybody looks at Andy Reid as the standard right now because that's the person you want to beat and that's the team you want to beat. So I've already had him there. It's just now he's being recognized for his greatness because he was looked at as a good coach in Philly. But now with him having Mahomes in this group, he's put him on a different stratosphere. Now he's looking at he's really sitting there with really 3 head coaches. Let's just be honest. There's only 2 other head coaches that he's really sitting next to. Don Shula and Bill Belichick. That's basically it. It's just them 3 right now.
I can't put
one you said?
I can put the 4 out. I can put Don Shula. Oh, Don Shula, yeah. I'll put Don Shula.
Don Shula and Bill Belichick and then
if I'm gonna do if I choose the 4,
you can't forget the 1 man. You can't forget the 1 man.
I'm gonna do one more. I'll do one more.
You can't put Lombardi up there?
The body.
Well, he's the standard bearer. Right? He's in the table with his own. He's in the table of his own.
Now
that's an own.
Okay.
That's the OG table. He ain't gonna be over there.
Now you want me to? Now you want to put the 4 coaches? Yeah, you can put with Andy Reid, Belichick, and Don Shula. Yes, I'll put Chuck Knowles in there.
He's an OG coach.
I mean, I get it. Yeah, that's what I say. That's what I say. When I mean like the OGs, like the George Hallases, Paul Brown, Vince Lombardi, those guys are in the old table because they're the standard bearers. Yeah, they're the standard bearers of the NFL coaches. Without them, they would not. There's no NFL.
Hell no.
Right. Yeah.
You're not going. Yeah, they're on their own table. They can sit at that table, and you can have the conversation with them. But when we just talking about this
Modern day
time
era.
era of the greatnesses,
Modern day era, yeah.
It's Don Shula, it's Bill Belichick, and now it's Andy Reid. I like Mike. Don't get me wrong. I love our head coach. I love Mike Shanahan. But as much as I love Mike Shanahan, he didn't do what Andy Reid did.
No.
Especially not only with one team, but with two. Then the second one is just better than the first one.
I mean, at least he got the Eagles to an NFC Championship game.
No, you got the Eagles to the Super Bowl.
And got him to the Super Bowl.
Got him to the Super Bowl.
And got him there to the Super Bowl. So it's just like I said.
Yep.
And that's what I said. And that's why I said when it comes to Philly fans, you need to. Even though I get that you're very upset with Nick Sirianni and how he talked about y'all, but guess what? You talk about him the same way. So he literally just gave you something that you gave him right back. And now you're mad about it. And now you wanted him gone. But yet now he's on a 13-game winning streak? But you still want him gone.
And what you going?
Nah.
And what you gonna do Philly fans, if he managed to pull off the miracle ups, the miracle? I'm not even gonna call it an upset. Let's call it a miracle.
Well, you know what? I will call this the upset because as good as it was when they beat the Patriots, it will be even sweeter to knock out a three-peat.
After the fact,
now, granted,
after the fact that they were one play away.
Beating Tom Brady was great. Yeah, beating Tom Brady was great. Like, they talk about it all the time. I can only imagine that if they go to New Orleans and do the unthinkable and stop the three-peat, this will be something that, as much as what's the head coach, Doug Peterson, is beloved in Philly, Nick Sirianni would have a statue by the time it's over.
Hell,
when the game is over and when they start the parade, they will start building a statue. And by the time they start the season, his statue will be sitting right there in Lincoln Financial Stadium. And he will do nothing wrong for the rest of his life.
Let me put it this way. Nick Sirianni, he pulled this off. He gets free Philly cheesesteaks for the rest of his life.
Forget that. He'll have this job for the rest of his life. I don't care if they go 0-16 the following year. He can't do no wrong
because
he can't do no wrong.
And remember, and this is what I like about Jeffrey Lurie. I like about Jeffrey Lurie is this, and he's the owner. If you bring good things to that organization, he'll cut you some slack. But if you're not producing, if you're not doing anything all them years,
he kicking your ass out.
Yeah. And let's be honest, with them three coaches, including Andy Reid, he was cutting Andy Reid some slack. Why? Because he's a winning coach. He went to the NFC Championship game on 3 occasions, went to the Super Bowl. So he got capability of winning. Doug Peters, same thing. Winning coach, division, won the Super Bowl, everything. Nick Sirianni, now he's doing the same thing. So Jeffrey Lurie knows how to cut a coach some slack. So that's what it is.
Let me ask y'all this question, and I'm gonna give Ashley this question first because we haven't heard her in a second. Where do the Bills go from here?
Let me think about that real quick.
Babe, you don't have to raise your hand. He literally said you're going first.
To hell.
Damn.
Because can I explain my comment?
That's why we gave you the floor, sweetheart.
Josh Allen. Oh, Joshua Allen. I don't even know where to start with him. because the whole situation with him, this was totally preventable. Big shout out to Matt Milano. Big lie. You came back and started clearing house like you was supposed to. He picked up like he ain't never left. But there was no recovering. It's going to be hard to recover after a loss like this. What do y'all think?
4 times to the same dude.
Is this your game? Huh? Is this your game?
So I'll give you the. She ain't going deep enough. I'm gonna go deeper.
You want to go deep before I go, Will?
Yeah.
Hold up. I got to give you some music.
Stephon Diggs was right.
I was somebody gonna say that.
Stephon Diggs was 100% right.
Shots fired.
And Cooper was not the answer.
Nope.
I like Amari Cooper, but he was not the answer for Buffalo.
He did absolutely nothing.
A waste of trade.
Yep. And the worst part about it is he's going to walk into free agency and he can go somewhere else and probably be a factor somewhere else. I like him in LA. He might fit with.
We need to leave.
But another story.
Leave their sad music.
Point is, Buffalo, you thought the 90s were bad. Well, the 2020s is just even
Ashley,
worse.
are you really setting this up?
Yeah, sad because
you're right.
You get a brand new. You're right. You get a brand new stadium after the following season, and you're gonna have this great team that is. You know what they are? They are the greatest what if team in the history of the NFL. They are the greatest what ifs. What if they would have gotten one Super Bowl?
Coulda, shoulda.
What if Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen actually got along?
Coulda, shoulda.
What if their defensive coordinator just decided just not to leave and stay there for the next year?
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
What if Brian Dable was still the offensive coordinator?
He went to hell.
Shoulda, woulda.
He went to hell, literally.
No, actually, he was good for. Remember, the reason why he got the job is because of what he did to Josh Allen.
Yeah.
So no, I can't say he go to hell.
But he went literally to hell.
He went, but that's what happens when you go from one job to another. Sometimes it hits you. Sometimes it hits you greatly. Sometimes it hits you in the chest. In this case, it hit him there.
Worst job in MetLife Stadium. Bleh.
Yeah. So my point is with them is they have been the greatest what if team for the last 30 years and counting. They're going to stay that way until they just get over this proverbial hump of when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Because I didn't think they were sick and tired of being sick and tired. But I think Baltimore is sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's a team I know that's sick and tired of being sick and tired. Buffalo ain't tired of that yet. When you look, I mean, how many ways they can go through a bad luck? You had the situation with DeMar Hamlin. Then turn around, you get the situation going on with Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. Now you got the situation where now there's no Stephon Diggs. Josh Allen is on you. You literally played the best season of your career, and you're still home. You're still home. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. You literally is what's the word I'm looking for? Where you can do the same insanity. You are in insanity mode, doing the same thing over and over and over
with
again.
the same result being the same thing.
So until you're truly ready to change, Buffalo, You're going to be in the same spot, probably be number 2 and number 3. Get to the division round of conference or the conference championship, see Mahomes, and go home. But Josh Allen, the good thing is, at least you're getting married. Congratulations.
And like I said, where do Buffalo go? Well, I'll tell you what. Buffalo championship window. I want everybody to look at my fingertips and look at this. Buffalo windows of winning a Super Bowl championship is this now. To my thimble. And you know why their window is closing earlier than normal? Because you got Joe Burrow coming, Lamar Jackson coming, Bo Nix coming, CJ Stroud coming. I can name a few. Jaden Daniels is coming.
Can we have a spoiler? And I'm gonna say he gonna make it to the ship within 5 years. FYI.
Well, that's not a spoiler.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Yep, that's broken news.
And let's just say too, can I make a comment? Even though he's in his absence, can't get right. Don't ever tell me that I was wrong about Bo Nix.
I don't know why I can't get right worried about our quarterback when he got a quarterback that's like.
First of all,
I'm not worried.
First of all.
No. Let me roast him a little bit. Because why are you worried about our quarterback? Why are you worried about our quarterback when you got a quarterback, by the way, that is involving nearly 50% of your cap space and is now about to entering in the 10th or 11th season in the NFL, and you ain't got a quarterback of the future?
Pause.
Melvin, we were right there. You just had to mention the mediocrity of the Cowboys.
Pause.
We do not want to give this team any more talk because they're irrelevant.
Let's pause this for a second. Hold on. Let me go back to what sister said about Bo Nix. Let me get back. Let me stay on topic because I have no time to talk about Dallas. I have no time to talk about Dallas today.
I don't.
Thank you.
Bo Nix is coming. Sean Payton found his quarterback. There's a reason why Sean Payton decided that he wanted Bo Nix and nobody else. And the proof was in the pudding this year. If Jaden Daniels didn't have a year that he had, Bo Nix would have been the offensive rookie of the goddamn year. Because he was sniffing his ass until the last final 3 weeks of the season, until Washington went ahead and pulled and got out of the little slump that they had. They had a little slump, and they got their act together right in time. So I don't need you to talk about Bo Nix because your franchise is in shit right now. I don't need to talk about it. Lone Wolf is right. But Lone Wolf is right. And I need to add to that.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Herbert and them Chargers, they're slipping.
They're on the way.
They're slipping.
Mm-hmm.
And let me lay you on a little secret too. I don't know if you saw. I don't know if people don't see what the moves that my team, New England, is making.
Oh yeah, Dre May.
But let me tell you. But let me give you a little something. Josh Allen, me a little something. Is the music still playing? I thought the music was still playing because I would have loved it to still play. We got the best offensive coordinator for New England to come back with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mike Vrabel is a playoff and an AFC championship caliber coach / friends Super Bowl type coach, right? And you know that we have the most cap space going into the off season, right?
And may I add, you got
Allen.
Oh, by the way, may I add, you got the 4th overall pick?
I didn't want to tell them that. But thank you for telling me. So, Josh Allen, remember the AFC East? The AFC East that y'all been dominating for the last couple years? Hey, just know, right? The Jets is not going to be as bad as last year, you know.
No.
And we're not going to be as bad as last year, you know. We're not going to be as bad. We're going to compete. So let me
Don't
let
see
you
the
know on a little
Dolphins.
warning. You see, the only reason why I'm not really mentioning the Dolphins, Rob, because they can't win in the cold. So I ain't worrying about them. Until they can win in the cold, Rob, Miami is not in my thoughts. But the Jets and us, Josh Allen, be warned. We're coming. The AFC East is not going to be the least too much longer. Be warned. Thank you, sister. Thank you.
That was it.
Thank you.
Be warned. And even though that you almost 28 years old, Josh Allen, and despite Patrick Mahomes be 30, Patrick Mahomes is 29 right now. But the difference between him and Patrick Mahomes is this: Patrick Mahomes been there, done that. You try to get there. The difference also is you got other quarterbacks are coming for your head, and they coming. Oh, and by the way, next year draft quarterbacks. Oh Lord! Ooh, ooh,
Don't let them fall in the AFC.
Following year.
the following year.
Following
I can say this because I'm telling you now. This is a message to Josh Allen. This is also a message to, no offense, Lamar Jackson as well. I gotta get him on too because it both came out at the same time. Your window is closing for a championship.
Oh, they know.
Yeah.
I think Lamar.
Yeah, I think Lamar knows more than anybody else. And the window is closing because them young quarterbacks that you saw this year's draft, they're coming for your. They are going to be a wrecking machine, and they're hungry. The same quarterback class you saw last year, even if the Falcons can get right, Michael Penix Jr. can get right. He may be coming.
Oh, Penix will get it right.
He will.
Oh, Penix gonna get it right. He'll get it right. That's what I told you.
So
he had give him a full year of it.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that part. So I'm trying to send the message to both of y'all. But out of those two, Lamar got the message correctly, and he knows the assignment. Josh on the other hand think it's the fun and games and everything else like that. And now, come to mention about it, Stephon Diggs has been right. Hell, even Gabe Davis has been right. So the point is, this is why I got on Josh Allen for a reason. Why I hate on Josh Allen because of this. Plain and simple. Y'all call me a Josh Allen hater, okay? But this is why I got on Josh Allen because of this.
Now, let me pivot to somewhere else.
Go ahead.
I will ask y'all a question. If Philly pull this off, right? Where do we put Jalen?
Top three. Top three.
You say top three. I'm leaning
because he's top five of me. Because he's top five of me right now.
He's top five, yes. I still say he's top five. Regardless, he'll stay right at top five. I don't see him get. I don't see him going. I don't see
Okay.
him getting bumped up.
Okay. Sister, what you think?
Top 5.
So, okay, so I'm gonna put some names and I'll see if y'all will put them. And I will give y'all some names, and y'all tell me if y'all will put them over, you know, if y'all will put it over him.
Oh, known as
Oh, hold on. Joe Burrow?
Yep.
over Patrick Mahomes.
No. I didn't say it's Patrick Mahomes. I said Joe Burrow.
Over
Joe
Jalen.
Burrow. Joe Burrow. Yeah. Yeah.
Over Lamar?
No.
No, I can't do it.
And that's the only reason why.
Over Justin for sure.
Yes.
What, Herbert?
Oh,
Yeah.
just Herbert. Yeah.
Oh, Herbert, yeah.
Yeah. What?
Over Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
Yes. He beat Jaden Daniels. Matter of fact, he beat the brakes off Jaden Daniels.
Over Josh Allen.
Yes.
Yes.
So what y'all telling me so it sounds like Mahomes, Lamar, Jalen.
Yeah, told you, top 3. Told you.
So y'all will put them over 2 horsemen. The 2 out of the 4.
Yeah. Jalen's been there before. Jalen understands the assignment. He knows what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the bad part about it is when they went head to head, he actually played great. He just had that one stupid fumble. Other than that, without the fumble,
He outplayed Mahomes.
He outplayed Mahomes. The only thing you said something about the fumble. The only thing that happened was the only thing that killed, the only thing that hurt Eagles' chance to win the Super Bowl was C.J. Gardner-Johnson was getting burned.
that too, but it was really the fumble. Remember that fumble
Well,
started that
That
whole
fumble was that was the straw that broke the camel.
Camelback. Not only that,
Yeah.
special teams played a role in it too.
Mm-hmm. I know special teams played a role, but that fumble really was the one.
Yeah, but that fumble was the
But
beginning.
y'all, yeah. But right now, y'all got Jalen Hurts where? 5?
He got him at 3. I still got him at 5. He beats Mahomes in the Super Bowl. He gets bumped up. Getting to the Super Bowl is one thing, but winning it is another. And stopping a dynasty, that will put you in the top 3 in my book automatically.
Rob's saying he's in the top 3 already.
He's in the top 3. He has a different reason. If he wants to get the top 3 in my list, you beat Patrick Mahomes, you stop the dynasty. And that's how you get into the top 3.
I will have to go with him. Because even though Jalen Hurts been there, this will be his 2nd time in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference of getting there, but you got to pull it off, bro. You got to finish the story. For me, you got to finish the story. Joe Burrow went up there. Joe Burrow went there, didn't finish the story. Lamar haven't finished the story. He got to the AFC Championship game. He finished the story for me. I'll put him in the top 3. But you gotta do it first. Right now, for me, I said he was a top 7. But until after he played yesterday, I gotta put him at 5. He ain't 5 for me. He ain't 5. But if he could pull it,
you got to remember the last time he was in NFC Championship game, he beat the brakes off the 49ers the exact same way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same way. All they did was just use the same formula with a different running back.
Yep.
And I'll even go further than to say this.
this is a better defense than they had 2 years ago when they went into the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Way better.
they're young. They are
I
This
just,
is
young.
basically the modern day Legion.
I just wish that Dean would be at the Super Bowl because he's going to be a huge loss to the Eagles.
But
Huge.
I like who they got in replacement of him. He made an impact yesterday and fumble a football, bro. He made an
He did.
impact.
He did, but this is why I say he's a huge loss. Remember last year when Fred Warner had to play by himself
Yeah.
because Greenlaw got hurt. Remember, 49ers was winning because of the two linebackers was shutting down Patrick Mahomes. And the minute Greenlaw was out of the game, I mean literally the
It changed everything.
Whole different side of the field just went open.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what I said. I get it. I get that Bond is going to be great, but I know he wish he had Dean Bright beside him because Dean can cover one side, Bond and Blankenship could be the middle guy right there, can just cover that middle field. So I hope they just have a good game plan because the one thing that you don't give, there's two things you don't give Andy Reid. You don't give him a bye week, and you don't give him 2 weeks to prep for you.
No, I'm glad you got into it because that's what we're going to talk about next. We wasn't going to really make picks yet.
Daddy had his baby before the season, before the playoffs.
We wasn't gonna make picks yet or whatever, but we can go ahead and talk about what are we the matchup that we're looking for in this rematch. Now, I agree with you, Rob, about the linebackers, but this is another thing I go ask. I think Kansas City is going to have to ask themselves a question. What you gonna do? Are you gonna play man and have Devontae Smith and AJ Brown be one-on-one? Or you gonna put an extra person in the box to stop 26? Because even though y'all did win yesterday, James Cook was having fun on that defense.
Yeah, but only problem is Kansas City's defense is not the 49ers defense. It's not Washington's defense. You know, Kansas City's DBs are more physical, and they're actually much smarter.
I know, but at the same time, big people beat little people.
I know, but also in this retrospect, remember, this group was rookies when they played the Eagles the first time around in the Super Bowl.
True.
So now you're going to get the same group that has played them in a Super Bowl once and know how to deal with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. The only caveat that is the difference in their whole offense is Saquon. Literally, he's the only difference in that entire group. Literally,
and that is a very huge piece.
Except for that one nucleus. Now, you want me to ask the question? The answer to that question is they're going to find a way to try to slow down Saquon as much as they can, because
they're going to have to.
Because the only way you could slow him down is make sure you don't give him those explosive runs. Those explosive runs are the only reason why the Eagles are right here, right now. You take away the explosive runs that Saquon does, the Eagles are not all that good. We've seen this. When they shut down the explosive runs and make Saquon has to earn. Matter of fact, they can honestly do what they did to Buffalo. They made Buffalo earn every yard when it came down to running the ball. And the Philly did the exact same thing to Jaden Daniels. They made him earn every single yard. So literally the question is, who can stop the run first? Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to make Patrick Mahomes throw, and they're going to make Jalen Hurts throw. That's the part we're going to know. I guarantee you this. Whatever prop bets that's sitting right now for the throwing game, you better get it right now, because by the time Pro Bowl comes, it's going to go up. So whatever it is right now, take it. Because they're going to find, I'll tell you this much. One of these running games is going to have one explosive moment that's going to change the whole dynamic of the Super Bowl. I don't know which one it is, but when it happens, it's going to shift. And the question is, can you stop the explosive running plays? Because both teams can do explosive running plays in their own different various of ways of doing it. The question is, who can contain it more?
Long Wolf, what you looking at?
What I'm looking at is, what are the Chiefs going to do? Are they going to go cover 2? Or are they going to focus on Saquon? If you focus on Saquon, Devontae Smith is going to have fun. Here's why I said that.
Didn't he have fun the last time they played the Chiefs?
Devontae Smith had fun. Yeah.
Yeah, he had fun the last time they played the Chiefs.
Exactly. Because McDuffie's going to have a date with A.J. Brown, a.k.a. the phenomenal one. So this is where Devontae Smith will come into play. Because I guarantee you they're not going to have an answer for Devontae Smith. At all. They're not going to have an answer. They didn't have an answer the first time when they played them. And Devontae Smith doing what?
Mark.
Yeah.
Huge question mark this time around.
Right. And Devontae Smith will be ready for them this time.
Like I said again, huge question mark.
So I expect Spagnolia to go cover 2, disguise blitz. Now Spagnolia will find a way to do this, and I've seen this 1,000 times. He'll put 8 man in the box, but then once you put 8 man in the box, the linebackers pull back and let the front 4 do their job. And the linebacker will come in.
He'll make it look like a blitz, and it ain't a blitz.
Right.
And he'll make one. Steve Spagnuolo, one thing is about him, he could disguise a blitz like nothing. Just like how Josh Allen lost yesterday. He brought a corner blitz, something that Josh Allen didn't even see before.
And Josh Allen did see the blitz. However, he moved that running back to his left side.
Yeah,
that's where you messed up at. If you know there's a lot, anybody who knows play quarterback or play football, if you see a lot of players stack up on that heavy side, you might want to stick a player right next to you on that side just to give you a little time to just chip them or block them or to hold them on to their life.
One thing I will say though, Eagles is pretty good at picking up blitz. Saquon Barkley is very good at picking up blitz. So I agree to that.
Yeah, and that's where I say it is an upgrade from DeAndre Swift. A huge upgrade. That's why I say Jalen Hurts is coming to the Super Bowl, but he's bringing a friend with him. That's his friend. The same friend that ran 2,000 yards. That guy.
Now, one thing we will say, and we will be honest. One thing about the Kansas City Chiefs, they will be prepared. They will be ready because they know what this game means. This is something that no one has ever seen. Anybody does. Ever in the modern day era. The only team that was able to do it is the Green Bay Packers, and this was before the National Football League. Now, so I know for a 1,000% fact that the Chiefs will be ready. Now, Philly is more of my question because y'all know what y'all up against. Y'all up against something that has never been done before. And y'all is the only team that is in the way for making that happen. And 2 years ago, y'all was one play away from having another Lombardi trophy going back to Bel Air. You have another shot. This one is huge. Saquon is going to be your birthday. So, last time I checked, whenever somebody is on somebody's birthday, usually they go off. They're going to need you. They need you. They brought you for this reason here. You're going to be a key. You big key. If you do one of those things that you've been doing all season, this might be ugly. But I will give Philly a very huge warning. The same thing that Josh Allen couldn't do, Lamar couldn't do, Joe Burrow managed to do it once, but hasn't done it since. Please, if you're going to go at Kansas City and you have a lead, here's one suggestion. This is the commandment whenever you play the Chiefs. Thou shalt not take your foot off the gas. If you're somehow up 14, I would need you to don't let that go. If you're up 21, don't stop either. Kansas City came back from 21 before.
Another thing is this. Another thing is this. Kellen Moore, I'm calling you out.
Big game for you.
I'm calling you out, Kellen Moore.
Big game for you, son.
This is your big moment. If you want to be in talks about getting an interview as a head coach position, this is the game. This is the one. You showed the city of LA that ran you out of there. You showed the city of the name that I will not name. Show them why you got read. Show them why you've been read about it, and show them why you should have been the head coach down there because you knew the system, and they passed you up. It's time for you, Kellen Moore, to get angry and get mad. Don't worry about Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio will be all right. I'm talking to you, Kellen Moore. That's who I'm talking to you. I'm calling you out. You want to be the conversation of being getting a head coach job next year or 2 years later? Win this game, and they're going to talk about you. And if that individual down there who resides in their name that I will not name call you, you tell him to kiss his ass.
I say do that anyway.
Yeah.
No.
He'll literally do that anyway when he gets the Lombardi trophy anyway, if he does it. So
you tell no. Kellen Moore should tell him that. No, I'm good. You didn't want me then when I had nothing. So now why you want me as head coach when I got something? No, I'm good.
Plus, why would he leave Philly anyway when you got Saquon, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown? We're not leaving to go somewhere that's just as worse.
What?
Oh no.
What? What?
That's what I'm saying.
Why Vic Fangio would leave? What?
No, not Vic. No. We talking about Kellen Moore. Even Kellen
Moore.
I know. I'm saying to add, he ain't gonna leave either. He's not leaving that defense.
First of all, if anything, Vic Fangio will retire before he leaves.
Yes. He ain't leaving that. That is a championship caliber defense. What?
That's young. He's gonna be there.
Yeah.
What?
He'll be there for a while.
Other defensive coaches didn't know what to do with that talent. and evidently Vic Fangio managed to pull it off in 1 year. What?
Because he had the same kind of talent when he was with the Rams.
And Kellen Moore, this is the best talent you ever had.
Sure is.
You didn't have this anywhere else.
No.
Why would you leave this? What? Huh?
He wouldn't leave.
And listen, the quarterback is paid. Everybody is paid. Everybody come back home. What?
Oh yeah, the band coming back together. The band be back together regardless. Everybody got their money, and you want to pay. And you want to pay the young defense no money for the next 3 years.
And by the time 3 years come around, Jalen Hurts will already have another contract, and you'll be ready to pay them off. So you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. One thing about Mr. Jeffrey Lurie and the Eagles organization, they are class personified.
And they can find draft players. They can draft some players.
Oh, you come on now. Y'all know that man can draft.
He can draft better than somebody that I know.
How we can draft players? Are we worried about this guy?
No.
No.
The man has been on the job
It doesn't matter what pick this man get. He gonna find a diamond in the rough somewhere and turn it into a Pro Bowler.
Yep. And also somebody he is notorious for trading up.
No matter. Wherever he do, they're gonna be fine. They are a world-class organization, okay? Unlike some that we're not going to talk about. Anyways, so we got 2 weeks before big game come up. We got the awards they're coming up soon. We already know who probably gonna be MVP, Lamar. We already know gonna be offensive rookie of the year. That's gonna be Jaden. We probably know the player of the year gonna probably be Saquon jumping over backwards. So I ain't really worrying about too much about the award show. I will. Thank you. I ain't gonna be too worried about the award show. Y'all know y'all don't really see us again for 2 weeks. Y'all know this has been our tradition for the last 5 years. So we're gonna be off. We don't do Pro Bowl. Cause Pro Bowl look like the kiddie games. That shit look like the kiddie game. We don't care to call that. They play flag football and all that foolishness. We don't care about that. So in 2 weeks' time, the band will be together. Hopefully we won't be separate screens. We'll at least be together somehow. But until then, I hope everybody enjoyed the regular season and the postseason. 12 teams gone, 2 teams left. We're going to find out in 2 weeks who's the last team standing. Either a three-peat or redemption. Until then, that's Rob. That's Deloney. That's yours truly. Until then, y'all have a blessed week, a blessed 2 weeks. Take care of each other. We'll see y'all on Super Bowl Sunday. With that said, peace out.